speaking of kids, they're very curious and they've got questions. Mike, do you think you'd be able to answer a couple questions from three
Absolutely.
special kids that are near and dear to our hearts? Awesome.
I'd love to answer kids' questions.
All right.
My good friend Roland.
Hi, Mr. Gernhardt. What's it like in zero gravity?
Okay, so what's it like in zero gravity? First of all, it's really fun because you're floating, and then when you look out the window, you see this beautiful Earth, this blue planet just hanging there in black space, and it sort of takes your breath away with the majesty of it all. But microgravity is fun, it's liberating, and it's also, you have to be careful that you don't get out of control as you're translating, because there's a lot of sensitive equipment and switches that you could bump into that you wouldn't want to do that. So that's my motto about you can't go too slow.
Wade. Okay, Wade. This is Wade's question.
Hi, Mr. Gernhardt. Did you have a job in space?
Okay,
Your
Wade,
job
yeah.
in space. That's what Wade wants to know.
Yeah, so I had a job in space for 4 space missions, and it was a great job. I worked as the flight engineer on the trip up in the space shuttle, and lots of training you have to do there. And there's like 3,000 switches and circuit breakers you have to know like the back of your hand. And as a flight engineer, my job was once we had a malfunction, was to then look ahead and reconfigure the vehicle to protect for the next malfunction that could take a critical system out. So lots of training there, lots of teamwork. And then there's other jobs, like I was always the crew medical officer. So if someone got hurt, whatever, I would have to take care of them. 85% of astronauts are actually sick for the first couple of days in space because you have a miscompare between your eyes and the otolith in your inner ear. So in 1G, it's attracted by gravity. If you spin your head, it rolls and you sense the accelerations. But in space, that otolith is just bouncing around because it's just floating, and it makes people get sick. My job was an astronaut, but you have other jobs that include all these things. And then I also did the remote manipulator and grappled a satellite, and then of course spacewalks.
Oh, that's cool.
Especially, and anyhow, so you're busy. It's a busy job. I mean, you literally have every minute of your day subscribed, and usually the timeline is not long enough, so you end up working into your sleep just to get stuff done.
Now, Charlotte has a question. It's Johnny's daughter.
Yep, this is my daughter.
So,
Okay.
So Charlotte, what do you want to ask?
Hi, Mr. Gernhardt. How heavy is your spacesuit?
Oh, good question.
Charlotte wants to know how heavy it is.
Yeah, Charlotte.
I want to know
voice.
how heavy it is. Yeah, me too.
Yeah. So the
Did you feed her that question, Johnny?
I did not. I didn't feed any, and they didn't feed their boys these questions either. It's good.
Yeah,
They're
that's
good
a really
questions.
good question. And you were saying she's 4 years old. That's amazing.
Yes.
So the spacesuit is like 405 pounds.
Wow.
And
Holy
so the
moly.
suit itself is like 120 pounds, but the backpack, which is what we call the Portable Life Support System, PLSS, it's like 300 pounds. And then we also have a little jetpack that we wear, and that adds more weight. It's down below the backpack on your suit, and that jetpack is there in case our tether breaks, or as we do tether swaps, if we screwed up and you fell off the station or the shuttle, those craft are too big to come get you, and so you have to fly back with this jetpack, and it's really interesting, and I'm probably going to get more detail than you want to know, but